Hi there, welcome to Tarot Land Soap Opera. Today we're going to do a tarot card reading for Aries energy. The top row is going to be for people who are harnessing high vibe Aries energy. Did I say Aries the first time or Taurus? I don't remember, but it's Aries. So the top row is going to be for people who harness high vibe Aries energy, and the bottom row is going to be people who are free willingly making the choice right now to harness low vibe Aries energy. People who are in high vibe Aries energy are people who are bold and brave and confident. They, out of love and respect for themselves and believing in themselves and their dreams, they are willing to bring down old foundations and old ways of thinking and believing and perceiving about themselves in order to keep moving forward in their life. They offer themselves love and respect and kindness and compassion and forgiveness to keep moving forward. They learn the lessons they were meant to learn in life. And people who are in shadowy Aries energy aren't bold and brave and confident. They probably haven't learned lessons in life. They could be operating more out of pride and ego because maybe they've been hurt before, and so then they're emotionally defensive, operating out of pride and ego, and then they get in relationships and just create the illusion that they're loving and just and fair, but it's all kind of an illusion, and maybe get in relationships more out of pride or ego or to indulge himself or selfishness or greed. So we're going to see what's going on. I'll pick up the cards and show them to you in a minute, but in the top row, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. And the reason for the reading is because of the Tower. So the Tower can be that something major happened. Light has been shed that some foundation that you thought was going to provide stability and security is not going to provide that stability and security. It is unstable. It could be a person you were dealing with. Let's look. Well, you're moving forward in your life because it could have been revealed that someone you were dealing with in your life, maybe a Gemini, but someone who was being manipulative. You could have been in some type of foundation with this person, a work group, a friendship group, a sibling, a family member, whatever it is for you. And you could have realized that the person you were working with was someone who was more about emotionally indulging themselves in the relationship in the Nine of Cups. And so you took some creative action to listen to your intuition. And because of this experience, in the Seven of Pentacles, you are pausing to consider what you're going to invest in next. You want to be happy, so you have gone within in your Virgo energy to gain insight and wisdom about the lesson you were meant to learn from this life experience. And part of it is like, oh, I have to be more careful about people who maybe create illusions in relationships, who just get in the relationship to emotionally indulge themselves and then maybe try to make me feel overwhelmed so that I don't listen to my intuition about the situation. But because you paused to consider if you wanted to kind of keep investing in this person, you did listen to your intuition. And you've learned a lesson and you've turned your back to the past and you're focused on the future and thinking about your dreams that you want to bring into reality. For some of you, you could have been in a relationship with someone, maybe even a happy family situation or a happy type of group situation where you thought everyone was going to move forward. You thought everybody was willing to go within and gain insight and wisdom and learn lessons, be willing to grow and mature themselves. And you thought everybody was going to keep moving forward investing in this dream that you had together. But a person that you could have been in a relationship is more of a Seven of Pentacles person, and there's someone who is more focused on working with things of the world and maybe more concerned with money and materialism. And you could have realized that this person is someone who's maybe more concerned with their own long term plan and what makes them happy, and was willing to turn their back on a happy family in order to move forward with their long term plan. And their long term plan might be either I want to go get in a relationship with someone else, or what makes me happy is focusing on money and materialism and status and image. And they've always been someone who's planned to always repeat patterns of the past, where maybe thinking that they invest in people who are happy and loving, and thinking that those people will always keep investing in this dream, but they're someone who focuses more on money and materialism and status and image, and they're not really someone who's connected in with love. And they just always thought that you would keep investing in this dream, but you're like, you know, if you're not aligned with love and you're more motivated by money and materialism, I get the feeling that, you're in relationships to kind of indulge yourself in it. And I'm the one overwhelmed because I'm the one who's like giving and loving and encouraging and supportive. And you're not really learning or growing or contributing to this dream. It's kind of like you focus on money, materialism, and status and image, and I'm just supposed to emotionally support your foundation while you don't. So basically, if they're not aligned with love, we would consider them to be an unstable foundation, because they're more focused on either themself or their pride or their ego or money and materialism. And you want to be in a relationship with someone where there's equal give and take, where both people are aligned with love and hope and faith and belief, and everybody can help refill everybody's emotional cup. But this person might have been somebody who, I want you to be happy and loving. I'll indulge myself in the relationship with you. I'll kind of create an illusion that I'm willing to take effort to move forward, but actually, I secretly might be someone who ignores love, and they ignore love of offering love to themselves to kind of fill themselves up emotionally so that they can give love to others. And maybe the reason they do that is because relationships in their past didn't work out. And so they've just decided, I'm just going to work with things of the world and focus on money and materialism. I'll get into relationships with people who are like loving and giving, but I just kind of create an illusion in the relationship that I'm like emotionally able to fulfill myself and give to other people. But when they ignore love within themselves, when they're in a relationship with people who are loving, they end up feeling overwhelmed because they know that they kind of create an illusion in a relationship, and they hide the fact that I kind of reject love and I don't really connect in with my emotions or my intuition. For others of you, someone could have been wondering if they still wanted to move forward in this happy family situation because they had a different dream, maybe about someone in their past. Maybe a relationship in their past had fallen apart. Maybe they had been manipulated, maybe by a Pisces, and so that always had left them feeling overwhelmed, and secretly they always felt like they'd missed an opportunity with that person. And so it ended up showing itself in the relationship where this person really wasn't investing in the happy family dynamic like they should have been. And that's when you listening to your intuition just kind of felt like, I don't feel like you're investing in this. I feel like you're kind of indulging yourself in this relationship. I feel like, I offer you love, but you kind of ignore it. And eventually, you know, the relationship ended, or it is ending. And you high vibe people are taking your loving nature and your skills and traits that you have about you to keep moving forward towards your own dream. And you're letting this other relationship go. And you do believe you can manifest your dreams into reality. You are tapping into your Pisces nature of imagination and hope and faith and belief in your dreams and listening to your intuition, and you're giving it everything you've got to listen to your intuition about these people in your life who ignore love. For some of you, this person who previously ended a relationship with you might now want to invest in the happy family, and they're going to make you an offer. And you might say, you let this relationship go before. You maybe went and manifested and went and indulged yourself in someone else. And because of that, I kind of was overwhelmed the fact that you weren't willing to invest in this relationship, and I moved on. And I think you're still someone who ignores love. It's just that because something happened in the relationship you maybe went and invested yourself in, and maybe that blew up in your face, that now you think, well, maybe I'll go invest in the happy family and see if I can indulge in them again. And it's like, I've already found out that you don't really invest. I'm going to listen to my intuition, and this is going to have to be a missed emotional opportunity because I'm moving forward and going with the flow of the universe, and the universe tells me to listen to my intuition about you and not be an illusion about you and be in two minds about you. I wish you peace, but I found being in a relationship with you was emotionally unfulfilling, and I'm moving on, and I'm looking at life as an adventure to be lived, and I'm willing to move into unknown territory and let my intuition guide me. I'm going to put work and effort, and I have been putting in work and effort to maintain my balance so that I can have a new beginning and see my dreams come into reality. And you've already shown me that you're someone who's more about money and materialism, your wants, your needs, your lust, your greed, your wants, and it wasn't about a happy family. If it was about a happy family, you would have put in the work and effort before. And I've learned my lesson from having dealt with you. And I took some bold creative action in my Two of Wands Aries energy to let a relationship with people who are kind of deceptive and manipulative in relationships. I don't want to be in relationships with people like that anymore. I don't want to be in relationships with people who are in two minds and don't know if they want to be in a relationship with me. You've already shown that you weren't willing to put in work and effort. You already showed me who you are. I offered you love when you were in two minds about things, and you chose to walk away and go be a player and go take action towards someone else, and you created an illusion about all of it. You weren't truthful. You weren't honest. You're someone who hides that you juggle. You're immature. You have things hidden beneath the surface of your emotions that you haven't dealt with. And because of that, and maybe your fears and insecurities about being open and honest and authentic, you create illusions in relationships. You take action towards people, but it's kind of an illusion. It's for you to indulge yourself in it. When you get in it, you don't really invest. You know, you have been unwilling to learn your lessons in life in order to see your dreams come into reality. You're someone who's always wondering, "Oh, I don't know. Is this the best thing that I should invest in? Is this the right thing?" You know, when you're not really emotionally investing yourself in a relationship and you're just in a relationship kind of indulging yourself in it emotionally and sexually, well, I guess if you're not really invested and you're not willing to align with love and learn lessons and grow and mature yourself to take action to bring this and invest in it, your time, energy, effort, and love to make this dream come into reality, well, then, people who are like that, it's just like, well, they can go indulge themselves in anyone. It's like, I don't know, who's got the best perks, Kind of like treating a relationship like a job. It's like, want to know what you've got to offer. Oh, do you have more money? Do you have more materialism? Do you have more status? Do you have uh whatever I want that, is someone else willing to indulge me more? Because if you're in a relationship just to indulge yourself, you're always looking to see, it's all about you and your wants and needs and your selfishness. And you high vibe people moved on. It's like, I have seen the truth of your foundation. You are manipulative, and it's all about you indulging yourself in a relationship. So, the people who are in low vibe energy, which would maybe be that Seven of Pentacles person, they're just showing up in your timeline because they're part of your story. Seven of Pentacles, that is Taurus energy, so some of you could have been dealing with a Taurus, but it doesn't have to be. Anybody in the world can be a person who's like, do I want to put work and effort into this? No, I think I'll let this relationship go and I'll just create illusion around it and go indulge myself in someone else, and I'll just let the happy family move forward on their own. Oh, sorry. Sorry if that kind of destabilized you because you thought this dream was going to come into reality, but I'm someone who just kind of creates illusions in relationships. And when I start to feel overwhelmed because I know that to keep moving forward with you, I should listen to my intuition, but I don't want to listen to my intuition because my intuition would tell me that I should take that cup of love and have hope and faith and belief in myself and in this relationship. And I really don't. I'm kind of someone who kind of invests in people for, what it does for me. And when it gets to be where it's overwhelming and my intuition is telling me that I should accept love, I decide that I think I can just stay in denial of that truth and maybe go make an offer to someone else in the world who also is in denial of the truth that life is about love and honesty and commitment and loyalty. And I think I'll go get in a relationship with someone else who also seems to be in two minds about things. Maybe a Libra, or just someone who seems to be in two minds about the truth. And if they're willing to accept my offer, I'll walk away from the people I was in a relationship with to just go try to indulge myself in someone else, because there's a lot of things I'd have to deal with that I don't want to deal with, and I don't want to put in work and effort to learn lessons. So I'm just going to go make an offer to someone else. Yeah. Their foundation is kind of immature about wand energy. Wand energy is our fire nature of, which can be the things that get us fired up about taking action in our life. It can be, I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm bored, I don't know if I'm fulfilled, whatever. And their foundation tells them, I think you should become single. And you should be defensive because, if you move forward with happy, loving people, they could maybe backstab and betray you. We should put an end to working together with people cooperatively. We should just become single. And for some of you, sadly, that's what's happening right now. Is someone is going to turn their back. And why do they turn their back on happy, loving people who, in their Virgo nature, they go within and gain insight and wisdom and grow and learn and mature themselves and are willing to take bold, confident action in their life and let go of old ways of being to keep maturing themselves and moving forward? Because this person rejects that within themselves. They don't align with their loving nature and hope and faith and belief in themselves. They're more aligned with being inspired by things of the world, which can be money, materialism, status, image, drugs, sex, rock and roll, and just indulging their own wants and needs. It's all about them. When we're in our shadow energy, we're selfish, we're greedy, we're lazy. And then we blame other people for why our life isn't fulfilling. But when you're not aligned with love, loving, committed, dedicated people are eventually going to move away from you and let this relationship go because they want to be in relationships with people who are loving and committed and authentic and dedicated, not people who are just indulging themselves in a relationship for a while. This person also might have been wondering if they wanted to keep investing in this happy family because someone else, maybe a Capricorn, but someone who might have a lot of stability and security in the world, or the drugs or the alcohol or whatever this person is inspired by in the world, might have communicated to them, I'm single. Look at me. I got 9 pentacles. Which 10 of pentacles is like the most you can have. I got a lot of money, image, status, money, materialism, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is you want. That person only had 7. This person has 10. And this person set their foundation, communicated to this person saying, if you are single, we can work together. You just have to be willing to take some creative action to defend having a victory with me and backstab and betray the people you're currently working with. And some people in their shadowy energy decide to do that. And what they don't know, though, is the person who communicated to them isn't shadowy Aries energy, regardless of their zodiac sign, sun sign. They're about their wants, their needs, their lusts, their greed, their selfishness, their pride, their ego. And most likely, they're not aligned with love. They're getting into the relationship for not loving reasons, And what they don't know is probably eventually the person who was trying to get them to come get in a relationship with them is going to backstab and betray them. And then this person's going to feel overwhelmed that they tried to heal things with this person, that they thought it made logical, practical sense. They'd created an illusion that they were coming together with this person, that it was going to be a joyful new beginning, that this was their joy and happiness, that they had wanted to offer love to this person who seemed to be in 2 minds because maybe something had happened in their life, this person who made them an offer, something had happened in their life that they had had to detach from some foundation in their life that they had been a part of, and now that's why they were single. And this person had told them that they wanted to exchange resources with them, money or materialism or hugs and kisses, because they were in a mental prison about giving birth to a new life and a relationship or a marriage. So they had decided, as my King of Wands, Aries energy, I'm going to send my Page of Wands messenger and communicate with this person that I want to maybe take action towards them. And the Seven of Pentacles person said, maybe I should get in a relationship with that person. I could just let the relationship I was in that wants me to learn and grow and mature myself and keep working on a long-term plan with them, I could just end that relationship and be defensive and operate out of my pride and ego and accept this new love offer that someone is communicating to me. A third party who wants to reunite. Their intuition was telling them that they should try to balance out their emotions about somebody making them this offer, that maybe the person who is making them this offer was creating an illusion that they were willing to move forward, that really this person might just be making the offer right now because they're heartbroken and maybe feel betrayed, and they want to indulge themselves in a relationship because they don't know how to emotionally nurture themselves either. And they feel like they've missed an emotional opportunity. So they communicated to this person who also maybe ignores love and said, hey, you want to come indulge in me? And they said, yeah, I do. So now, if you high vibe people are not willing to move forward with this person because you know they haven't learned lessons, they still haven't grown up and matured, they've shown you who they are. And the universe or the divine would be saying, are you going to live in shadow? Are you going to live in illusion? Or are you going to see the truth of this person and listen to your intuition? Because basically, if we get in relationships with people who ignore love and don't know how to love and nurture themselves and align with love so that they can be open and honest and authentic, if you were to go get in a relationship with them and you put an end to you believing in yourself and being emotionally independent and continuing on your journey, you could come down here and get in a relationship with this person. This person turns their back on love. They want to keep repeating the same old patterns of the past. Their foundation is communicating to you because you're single and abundant and stable, and they want you to defend being in a relationship with them again and backstab freeing yourself. High vibe Capricorn energy is people who free themselves from their fears, their insecurities, their self-limiting beliefs, to no longer be enslaved by those things. And those people give it everything they've got to keep moving forward, reflecting on the truth, healing, and they speak their truth and stand in their truth, and they cut people out of their life who are not aligned with truth. And this person who might want to invest in you now is hoping you will put an end to doing all of that and defend getting back in a relationship with them out of your own fear and insecurity, and just keep repeating patterns of the past. But as you know, when you invest in somebody who doesn't align with love, they're so fearful and afraid of being backstabbed, that they're so operating out of pride and ego, that they end up sabotaging the relationship anyway, because they're so overwhelmed about being in a relationship with people who are healed and balanced and who are honest and truthful, because they know in order to keep moving forward with you, they would have to do those things. So eventually they'll backstab and betray you again because they are not willing to reflect on the truth and heal from their past pain and heartbreak that made them backstab and betray you to begin with. So if you are unwilling to create a life of hell on earth again, and you want to create a life of heaven on earth with other people who have let go of their old foundational ways, people who have learned their lessons just like you, people who believe in themselves, people who are emotionally independent, not codependent on other people to emotionally meet their needs. They know how to fill up their own cup. People who have given it everything they've got to listen to their intuition and who've taken that cup of love and who've moved forward in their life and are listening to their intuition, who've tapped into that inner nature of love and self-love, who've walked away from their old ways of being, who've educated themselves about belief systems and philosophies and taken some creative action about their own fears and insecurities and have put in the hard work and effort to find their balance and have learned their lessons about what it means to be emotionally brave and bold and confident. If this person hasn't done all those things and invested in love and learned their lessons to believe in themselves, then this relationship is over. The people in shadowy energy are hoping to make you high vibe Aries a worldly offer to tempt you with money and materialism and stability so you will quit manifesting your dreams into reality. Because if you're a loving, warm, giving, committed person, yeah, they want to be in a relationship with you. They want to indulge themselves in a relationship with you. You keep putting in work and effort into a relationship. That's great. And they keep indulging themselves. That's perfect. So, if you don't want to keep repeating the same old patterns of the past when they approach you with this offer, I would say you're going to stand in your truth and power and you're going to listen to your intuition. And even if you do give this person some of your time a day, as time goes by, you're going to keep listening to your intuition about this person. And if your intuition tells you, wish this person peace, but move on because this person is just coming to indulge themselves. They're still being secretive. They're still juggling. They might even want to get in a relationship with you where you hide the fact. Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, Capricorn. They might want to get in a relationship with you and have you be willing to get in a relationship with them and hide the fact that someone else had offered them money and materialism to come get in a relationship with them. And they want you just to ignore that. We don't have to tell people that that's why the relationship ended, do we? Because I kind of created an illusion about why the relationship ended. I might have thrown you under the bus. I might have slandered you. I might have done all this shit. Can't we just... Don't you so desperately want to get back in a relationship with me that we can just keep up the illusion and just say that we balance things out and we're going to have a new beginning now? Can't we keep the illusion going? The lies I may be told about you. Isn't that okay? Where are we at? 33 minutes? If you say no because you know this person hasn't learned their lessons, this person is going to go communicate to someone else who's single, who might be abundant in the world, and they're going to do that out of pride and ego because you are not willing to work together with them and they're overwhelmed about the thought of reflecting on the truth of why this has happened. And they've decided, I'm going to do what's logical and practical. I am going to keep living in illusion. I'm going to create illusion around me and my foundation by having a new beginning, presenting myself in the world as loving to maybe someone else who also doesn't know the truth about me, who might feel left out in the cold, and see if they will exchange resources with me because I'm in a mental prison, but that the loving people in the world are moving forward in life and giving birth to a new life. And because I don't want to self-reflect on the truth and learn lessons in life, and I like to just keep repeating past patterns of the past where I try to emotionally manipulate people and indulge myself, I'm not going to go have a life with those loving people because I'm not in my Libra Taurus energy. I'm not just and fair. I'm not committed and loyal and dedicated. And I'm not creative and inspired and do everything from a foundation of love. I'm kind of more about wanting to be surrounded by luxury in life and be the pampered person in a relationship, and more about image and status and money and materialism and people looking up to me and admiring me. Those are the things that I am inspired and driven by. And some of you might have someone from your past who is wondering if they should make you an offer, but they're going to decide not to because they have decided they're going to try to emotionally manipulate someone, maybe a Pisces, who they think will indulge them because they're overwhelmed about the fact that you're intuitive and that you know that this person ignored your love before because they wanted to go make an offer to someone else and they walked away from you. So that person is going to decide against making an offer to you for some of you people, and instead they're going to go communicate to someone who's single and put an end to putting in work and effort to free themselves from their own fears and insecurities and pride and selfishness and greedy nature, because they're overwhelmed about the thought of healing and speaking their truth about the lies and the illusions that they've created about their foundation. So instead, they're going to live more from their mind and their heart. They figure, I'll just go try to have a new beginning. I'll present myself as loving to someone else who's out in the cold, who might be confused, and maybe see if they'll exchange resources with me. And that way, if they're in a mental prison, maybe they'll make me the pampered person in a relationship. And that's just the kind of relationship I like to be in. And maybe if they're single and have money and materialism, I'll be surrounded by luxury to boot. And the world will give me a little stamp of saying, we view your relationship as successful because you have money and materialism and status and image. You both might be fearful, insecure, selfish, greedy, bossy, controlling people, but the world will deem you as valuable or, I guess, successful. And you high vibe people will go move forward to find the people in the world who are loving and not codependent and not living in fear and insecurity. People who also have listened to their intuition and taken that cup of love from the universe to move forward in their life. And as you move forward, maybe one of those people in the world will make you a love offer, and together you will both move forward and look at life as an adventure to be lived. So I did a random flip of the co-calendar, and you got August 27th. Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. So there you go, Aries energies of the world. I wish you peace, love, and joy. Oh, and if I didn't say it already, some of you could have been dealing with an Aries sun sign, and they're the ones down here in the shadowy Aries energy, and you're the one harnessing high vibe Aries energy, even though you're not an Aries sun sign. We all tap into these different zodiac sign traits and characteristics. And others of you could be a high vibe Aries, and whoever it was you were dealing with is the person down here in the shadowy energy. You know you, and you know the people you were dealing with to know intuitively what different people are doing in your life. Needless, if you have someone who is turning their back on you right now, they're the one who is rejecting aligning with love and learning lessons in life and being bold and brave and confident to let go of some old ways of being in order to move forward with you. Hopefully you and your loved ones and your friends and your family members are all high vibe, and all of you invest in love and learn lessons and let go of old ways of being in order to keep manifesting. It's the people that are in low vibe that are willing to let relationships with loving people go because they, in Ten of Pentacles, maybe some of them are a Virgo, but they're very fixed on the world and very codependent on the world and codependent on how people may be maybe addicted to money and greed and selfishness, but inflexible anyway with the Ten of Pentacles. It's very set. And so they're just going to go communicate with someone else and defend getting in that relationship because that person maybe won't require them to take creative action to heal and speak their truth. And they can just create illusion with that person about pretending to be whatever way they want to pretend they are in the world. So there you go, Aries energies. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.